So today I had a nice little adventure using my MineLab GPX, which has been in the shop for a couple months, and I finally got it out. I really needed to test it today, so I got a big hunt this weekend coming up. I needed to make sure they actually fixed the thing, and they did, at least for now. So I came out here to check out a little spot that I have that I can find some Civil War bullets in pretty much every time I come. And it didn't disappoint me today. I found a bunch of bullets, you know, some odds and ends, and I'm going to show you what they are at the end of the video. So if you know how to, skip forward in the video and just want to go to the end, you can do that too. There's nothing really amazing in the video, but I figured, I'll just post it anyway. I apologize for the audio. I know it's a little hard to hear because I'm right next to the interstate and the cars are zipping by. And it was a little windy at some points this afternoon. But anyway, let's get right to the video. I'll show you a couple things, and the end you can see the bullets. Here's one of those little Nelson signals. Probably kind of hard to hear with the cars on the highway out there, but that's something pretty deep, kind of small. I don't think it's a bullet. Let's go ahead and dig it up and see what it is. I have hopes that got it. I think that's it right there. Looky, it's a bullet. It's a bullet. Looky. A little bit surprising. That kind of gave a weird signal. That's a Civil War bullet. I thought it was a small piece of lead, probably. It's a 58 or 54 caliber Civil War bullet. All right, that's a good sign. Let's find some more and be more careful next time. I just dug that Coke can right there and I was getting ready to cover it back over, but I ran the loop over it one more time just to make sure, and listen, there's something else there. That's definitely a little bit deeper, so hopefully that won't be something modern. Yeah, good. Here she is, right in the middle. And being buried, I'm more hopeful. I don't think it was any deeper than that. It was pretty loud. Ah, still there, yeah. That tells me it's probably a bullet, or at least something old. Let's get the pinpointer out and see if you can nail it. Usually the deeper things in here have been pretty good. Ah, it's a nail. The pinpointer's not on, but I can see it. But we'll look at it, okay? Let's take a look. It's a nail. Whoop-de-doo, but everything tells a story. As I was saying earlier, it was deep, and most of the deeper things out here are old. And if you look at this, this is a square nail. Okay, so this is probably pre-1880. My guess would be it's a Civil War era nail, because there's a lot of, this is where they camp, so this probably came from their camp. So, although it's not a tremendously valuable or really cool find, it is a neat find, and it told me a story. So let's keep at it. I know I don't often show you this part, but make sure you always fill in your holes. I'll kick the dirt in there, just like that. Stomp it down. All the loose dirt. Smoosh it around a little bit. You can hardly tell I was here. And then everybody's happy. Now this signal was really loud, so I already went ahead and kicked the leaves back, because I'm finding a lot of cans right on the surface. But I don't think this is a can on the surface, unless it's under that black raspberry bush. No, that sounds pretty good. I'll have to go after that one for sure. I should have gotten it, because I don't think it was very deep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we got that out of the hole. Should be in the loose dirt right here. And that's a nail, look at that. Everything tells a story. Let's see what the story of this nail is going to tell us. Alright, little nail, but guess what? It's round. It's not a square nail. So that tells me right there, this was made after probably 1880. So this has nothing to do with the Civil War. Aw. Alright. We'll try to skip those signals from now on too. Started digging nails, so I think I have a decent signal here we want to explore. Sounds good, doesn't it? It's fairly deep. I mean, it's not right on the surface, so that's always a good sign. But we'll kick the leaves back first just to make sure. Not like a little tiny piece of birdshot or something. I should have gotten it. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Okay, we'll take our time this time. We're going to center it. I know it's right there. And I'll dig down about 8 or 10 inches. Always try to get it in one shovelful if possible. That way I have a less chance of damaging the item. Yeah, we got it good. Less times you have to put the shovel on the ground, the better. Should be right in here. Do you see anything? Could be a little piece of melted lead. Ah, there it is right there, I think. Think that's it? What do you think? Is that it? I can't tell for sure up here, but I do believe that might be the tip to a bullet. Let's see. Oh yeah, baby, look at that. Come to Papa. Oh yeah. I didn't even skin him. That's a Sharps bullet. Usually the horsemen, cavalry would use this. That's pretty nice. That's the first one of the year for me. I'll take it. Let's find some more. More. The signal's still there. Definitely something we want to dig. So let's dig it. I don't know if you saw that little orange area of dirt. It looked a lot like rust to me, so it's probably a piece of iron, if I had to guess. See right here? It looks a little bit like rust. So we'll dig right down here where it came from. No. Alright. May not be. It could just be part of a root. Now it's rust. See it right here? It's a nail. These little particles of the rust that are in the dirt around it, and that's what we saw that came out of the hole. Yeah, might actually be wire. Round, that's not normally a good sign, but that could be something old. We'll bag it and tag it and look at it later. This is the old dump I was telling you about. I went ahead and put the machine down because I just wanted to show you why I'm hearing so much junk in here. If you look around, you can see there's nails and all this stuff here, and they're breaking out of the wood as it's rotting, and just all kinds of junk. This dump is probably not that old, maybe 80s, 1980s, but look at that. See, there's lots of metal things in here. So that's why I'm getting so much bad signals, and why the machine I'm using isn't the best machine for this kind of site. When you see old bricks, if you see bricks that have holes in them like this, they're not very old. By that I mean 1900s, maybe a lot newer than that, I'm not sure. And there's all kinds of junk in here. See anything interesting? I'm not going to pick it all up either and carry it home with me. Sorry, I said, oh, that's kind of cool. Might pick this up and carry it home. It's whole. Nah, it's not whole. Still kind of neat though. Alright, that's enough exploring. Let's get back to work. I didn't turn the camera on this one because I was getting lazy and I've been digging a lot of nails, but I think I just dug a bullet. I can see something here in this dirt claw. It looks like lead. Think that looks like lead? Why, of course, that looks like lead. Let's see what it is. It's a bullet. Another Sharps. Again, these were normally used by the cavalry, but I guess infantry used them too if they could. Especially Confederate infantry. Nice, I like it. That's a nice one. That's a high base too, I think. It might be a Confederate bullet. Have to look a little bit closer. Let's tune our ears in. See if we can't find a nice button in here. Well, I did it again. I turned the camera off and got another weird signal, and it sounded like a flock of snow geese flying over, you know, when they're migrating up like a mile or so. Really weird signal, but as it turns out, it's a piece of melted lead. This is probably you know, a bullet, a cartridge that they use to start a fire with. This is what's left of it after the campfire dies out and they go away, and 150 years later I come by. That's a melted Civil War bullet. Okay, really weird signal though. Almost didn't dig it. Alright, we know to dig the snow goose signal. I'll let you hear it if I hear it again. And because that was lead and it was deep, we definitely want to recheck the hole and make sure there's not a fire pit down here or a trash pit. Now I don't see any sign of ashes or more nails or anything like that, so it probably isn't. It's probably right at the bottom of the plow line, and the plow came through, turned it over, and just scattered stuff across the way. But we'll go ahead and double check the hole before I fill it in. One more signal for you. That sounds nice and clear, not too deep, so I do have hopes for this one. Alright, hope we have hopes too. And dreams. That's really gotten it. I hope. Oh yeah. Yep, that's a good sound one right there. It sounds like a bullet. What do you think? Sound like a bullet to you guys? I think I just saw it. Yeah. I think this is it right here. See it? Look at it. It's a sneaky devil, but right here. Oh, look. Ah, interesting. Not sure what that is yet. Go ahead and clean it off. A little bit anyway. That is something strange. Might be a Smith. I haven't found any Smiths out here before. Could be a Spencer, I guess. Yeah, it's a Spencer. A little nick in it. Look, somebody nicked that thing. This would have had a metallic cartridge about that long down the end of my thumb, which is probably kind of in the hole, but it's I'm sure it's mostly dissolved. That's a Spencer carbine. Definitely a cavalry bullet. Alright, this is going to be the last hole of the day, because I want to do some scouting on the way home for maybe a hunt tomorrow. It's supposed to be in the 70s tomorrow. So I'm hoping to get in a little water hunt if the river's not too high. Okay, we're going to dig right there. That's where it is. Sounds like a bullet. Fingers crossed. Bullet or gold coin. Pretty deep hole there. Nice and soft. No! Ay, ay, ay. He's still in a hole. That's a little deeper. Finally. Yeah, that sounds like a bullet. That's a deep one, man. Wasn't it? See it? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Look. That's a pistol bullet of some kind. Probably a Colt. Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a nice Civil War pistol bullet. Alright, that was the last one of the day, because we need to go find out if the river is huntable. Now off we go. This is the extent of my finds today. I got a little pile of junk and a lot of iron, and hopefully you won't see me dig too much of that. I'll get to edit that out. But these are the Civil War bullets, and I just wanted to point out a few things. You notice I didn't find too many. What, I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe a dozen here. But look how many different varieties I have. I have a 69 caliber round ball, 2 different types of pistol bullets, some Sharps bullets, a Spencer carbine, a Confederate Gardner, and a couple 58 caliber mini balls. So that's 7 different kind of bullets in just this little tiny pile of bullets I found today. Isn't that pretty cool? Just goes to show you, though, how hard it was to keep the soldiers supplied in arms and ammunition back then, because they used so many different types. Oh well, hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe next time we'll find a couple buttons. Buttons. They're a little bit more fun to find than bullets sometimes. Boy, I love bullets. I mean, look at that. That's a nice 69 caliber musket ball. Awesome.